Sometimes the smallest and most inexpensive tools can be the most useful. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about 3 really cheap accessories or tools that I carry with me whenever I'm touring on a motorcycle. First up, we have this contraption here. It's called a pen or a pencil tire gauge, and it's used for, well, you guessed it, to check the tire pressure. Because of how small and compact this gauge is, you can tuck this into your pocket, put it in your tank bag, basically keep it in a place with easy access, so you don't always need to wait to pull out your larger air pump or get to a fuel station to check tire pressure. Using it is really easy. This part goes over the nozzle and then a gauge pops out from the other side, which gives you your reading. It may not be the most accurate always, but it gives you the important information that you need when you're on the road. This one that I'm using is some generic brand that I found online for about 250 rupees. You get them right from 120 rupees to close to 1000 rupees. I do think that some of the branded ones might be better and more accurate and more reliable, but I figured I'd start by experimenting with this one and then get myself a better one along the way. Second on my list is this really quirky and cool looking thing, which is a collapsible silicone funnel. So you open it up like this when you want to use it to pour something in, and when you're done, you can just collapse it like that. The funnel is extremely useful when you're traveling in places where you might need to fill fuel from water bottles or whiskey bottles, depending on where you are. You could technically just flip the bottle over and fill your fuel, but this makes it far more convenient and easy to do, especially when you're at higher altitudes and your hand-eye coordination is not great. I've used it on several trips for over 2.5–3 years now. My brother got me this from Indonesia, but these are now available on Amazon for something like 150 rupees to 300 rupees. And pro tip, if you're using one of these to fill up fuel, make sure you keep it out to dry after you've finished pouring in the fuel. And when you're packing it up, I'd recommend putting it into a plastic packet and putting it aside separately so that the smells of the fuel don't get into the other gear that you're carrying. Last on this list, but not necessarily least important, is this disc. It's called the Bigfoot, and it's something that you can carry in your pocket and use to place under your side stand when you're parking in places where your motorcycle would otherwise not stand steady. The Bigfoot really is a reasonably large disc made out of an extremely tough plastic, and it does the job of what a flat stone would otherwise do, but it's just that you can't always find a flat stone unless you're of course carrying one with you. So this is a simple way, it cost me about 150 rupees, so inexpensive way to keep a disc with you that can come in handy when you find yourself parking in a sticky situation where the side stand is sinking. You can pull this out of your tank bag or pull it out of your jacket pocket and just drop it on the ground, put the side stand on it, and then your bike is standing steady. It still amazes me that all 3 of these things together cost me less than 700 rupees. Technically, they don't do anything that other products may not do, but they just do it in a better way, and they offer a convenience and like a portability that you don't always find with products, and they do it without breaking the bank account, which is something that we all enjoy. So these are essential tools that are a part of my road trip, my motorcycle touring kit, especially like adventure motorcycling travel. And hopefully after watching this video, they will become a part of some of your kits too.